What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, JB360. Guys, we are finally here. The day has come. My mini electric pocket bike build has come to fruition in the flesh. I actually stood up till like 5 a.m. last night doing some finishing touches with some wire management, but here it is. For those who are new to the channel, this bike is actually, the frame was actually taken from a e-move RoadRunner, and basically what I decided to do was swap out the motor, swap out the battery, the controller, and just put a whole lot of heat on this thing. Heat as in like upgrades in a sense, but yeah, this thing, man, I rode it into this parking lot over here. We're over here in Staten Island, and man, this thing is really sketchy in sort of a good way. It kind of takes getting used to, especially with dual motors. Front wheels always spinning, especially when you're turning. You don't want to engage the throttle too much, especially on turns, because you will slip out. So let's start with the motors. We got the 5,000 watt motor in the front, 5,000 watt motor in the back. I'm running two YYK controllers, both paralleled. Have the controller here actually in the bag. As you can see here, I got some other wiring that I'm sort of hiding. So that's one YYK controller, and the other one is underneath here, mounted to the frame, and those are connected to both motors in parallel via the signal wire, which allows dual motor function. Also, I am running a 25 amp hour moly cell pack, and I believe it's like 300 BMS if I'm not mistaken. But in terms of other features that I've added, we have also a dual crown fork here. This came courtesy of Falcon PEV. This was definitely a headache to put on. Had to do a lot of adjusting, a lot of sanding down to get things to fit. But overall, I think it looks good. When I was riding it here, suspension was fine. MTB handlebar here. Have the key ignition to start here. Basically, the voltmeter combination. And over here on my left, we have the light controls here. I got this headlight from evmod.us. Actually has high beam feature, daytime running feature, very nice. And also have the RGB feature. You can just kind of like cycle through the lights here. Also added a rear light here. Also here I have signal lights on the front. And left side here. Got a little horn. I gotta adjust that. It's against the frame, so it's not blurting out, you know, as loudly. Brakes I'm just running regular Shimano dual piston brakes. These are pretty good in terms of stopping power. Haven't had any issue with these hydraulic brakes, but definitely gonna possibly be upgrading to some Maguras. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna call this version 1 of the build, because what I want to do is I want to get acrylic panels to go over here to kind of cover up all this wiring on the left side and also the right side here. And I'm also going to be replacing the seat. This is actually the stock seat. Not that comfortable. That's definitely something that I'll be upgrading soon. So what I plan to do on the next version of this build is actually connect a second battery to this main moly cell pack here. So in order to do that, I would have to actually cut this crossbar right here. And then I have actually an old like MB power triangle battery that I'm going to just slip in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this controller over to the outside here, right in that little cavity there, just so it's out of sight, out of mind, and I can add that other pack in this section here. So yeah, those are my plans for the next version of this build. But enough talking. You guys want to see how this thing rides? Let's go. All right, guys, got the GPS app here just to gauge our speed, and we are off. I am actually very terrified of going down slopes. Because I have this kickstand. The stock kickstand is the original, I have the original kickstand on, and whenever I hit a speed bump, the thing just like scrapes the bottom. Look how snappy it is. These are, by the way, these are square wave controllers. These are square wave controllers, and from what I've heard is they're very punchy, you know, like compared to the sine wave, which is like very, very smooth in terms of takeoff. But with these square wave controls, it's like very like jerky. Like you feel sort of the punch from the torque. It's kind of insane. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, we hit 60. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I think I could have gone more. Holy cow. Yeah, this is not sketchy at all. Yo, bro. First of all, I don't know if you guys have ever been on a RoadRunner, but my knees are like right here. So turning radius is limited, but I'm gonna be mostly leaning. But man, this thing just hits 60 like nothing, and it picks up to 40. Like, look at it. Look at it. Oh shit. It's like burning out on the front. What the fuck? You know what's crazy is the bike lifts up, and while the front motor is spinning, when it hits the ground, I get like a little bit of a skid. How much you want to bet I can beat these cars? Oh, what the fuck? This is new. Bro, this is, I don't know like what to compare this to. I mean, I know a lot of the, so just to give you guys some backstory, the parts that I got, well, the motors, the company that I got the motors from, Falcon PV, they specialize in a lot of like zero scooters and what else? They, the Fido, you know, these things are like all over like Malaysia, Singapore, like you see a lot of these Fidos that are like souped up that go like even 70 miles an hour. Very, very impressed with the performance of these controllers. So I didn't mention this before, but these are YYK 80 amp controllers. There is a 100 amp version and there is a 120 volt version, which I didn't get. I wanted to try the 80 amps first, and honestly, you probably don't need to go more than this unless you're freaking wanting a death wish. Like, I'm barely like feathering the throttle, and it's wanting to pick the freaking bike up. See these brakes. So these tires, actually the tires that I'm using are the Max T1 tires. Hopefully I got that name right, but these are the tires that Max uses on a lot of their mini bikes. So they were actually a great fit for the 12-inch motors, and I'm actually quite satisfied with them. They kind of have like a good, like, you know, all-terrain look to it. Oh my. Oh my gosh. This thing just wants to, oh man. Oh, wow. It's taken me 2 months to complete this build, you know, between, you know, having a kid and, you know, just trying to find time to make videos and stuff like that. So I was able to actually squeeze in some time to do this build, which I'm really surprised with, but wow, 56 like nothing, man. Holy cow. Damn. These tires are very cushy too. The only other thing I'm worried about, honestly, probably is just overall visibility. So I'm trying to get as many lights as I can on this thing. Well, I will. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, fuck. I almost hit that bird. Yo! So you may be asking yourself why I decided to do this build. Why make a pocket bike death machine? I don't know, I'm fucking crazy. But the real reason is I've always wanted a RoadRunner. I've always been intrigued by the small form factor of it, the portability of it. You can just bring it to group rides, you know, wherever, from wherever. Also, very, very important thing I forgot to mention. So there is a boost feature in the app for the controllers that grants a 20% increase in acceleration, and I don't have that on. I don't have that feature on. So yeah, like I said, I don't have the boost on because I had tested the boost out last night, and I literally just barely even touched the throttle. This thing like almost whiskey throttle, like it almost launched across the freaking room. And I only had it on one motor. I didn't even have it on both motors because you could, you know, program which boost you want on which controller. You can have them both on, you can have one on. So yeah, this thing is kind of insane. The disadvantage of doing it, I mean, you will get an increase in acceleration and I think top speed, but if your controller hits a temperature, I think of like 80 degrees, it will shut off. The controller will shut off. More of like a safety feature. Like, especially when you hit like a certain bump here and there, I'm like clenching like my knees against the frame. So this is the app right here, the YYK app. For any of you guys that are looking to do the same setup as me, just be sure to have like an old Android or an old iPhone or iPad, because their app is pretty outdated. It still works, it's just super outdated, so it uses a very, very old OS. All right, so the app here has the voltage, temperature at 52. This is for the controller inside the bag, not too bad. Let's see, let's go to system setting here. Let's turn on boost. All right, so I have both boosts on both controllers. I don't know, guys, this is gonna be sketch. Oh man, it's a lot more punchy. I can already feel it. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Bro, it's just burning out in place. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. I'm slipping out, dude. No. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. I don't know about that mode, guys. It's just literally burning out in place. I can't even get a good grip. I can't even get a good grip. This is not. What? Oh. All right, so I don't see much acceleration. I mean, in terms of top speed, I don't see much difference. Might be because I'm approaching 72 volts, about half battery. Not sure, honestly. I would say this though, the boost, in terms of takeoff, it's too powerful. Yeah, I don't see much difference in top speed, but again, I mean, it could be due to the decreased voltage, but I mean, either way, this thing is fucking crazy, man. Yeah, it's super sketch. I mean, I'm assuming like if you can control it and you're like, you know, going on a race or something like that, but other than that, I mean, I don't know why you would need I don't know why you would need boost. This is new. I've never been on this. This used to be basically like a one-way, like two-laner, but they converted it into a bike lane. That's pretty nice. I mean, I don't know where this will lead to, but oh, I see. They're gonna be doing like a green path, like along this avenue over here. Interesting. Interesting. And you got a lot of drivers that hate like bike lanes, man. All right, guys, so excuse the mess in here. Reason the video cut off is actually I had boost on, as you guys know, for I don't know, a good 20-30 minutes. And as soon as I full throttled it on one of the stretches, the battery just, voltage dropped all the way down to 0. As you can see here, nope, ignition not even turning on, none of the lights. Yeah, it is completely dead. I should have known that boost would ultimately eat up so much voltage, and I think I just hit the cutoff for the battery and it just went out. But good thing Lyft and Uber, they have a handicap service, so I was able to get this back home. But anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you guys would be so kind to do so, please like, comment, or even subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.